Hey, 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 good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Soribel Martinez here, and we are hosting a mini teleseminar training here today for you all in private practice who are looking to grow and scale your private practice to the next level. Whether it is you want to double or triple your income, your impact, the influence in the community, this mini training is for you. Again, this is Soribel Martinez, and I'm going to introduce myself just in case you don't know me. Again, Soribel Martinez here. I am a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Connecticut. I am the CEO of SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services, best-selling author of my book, Unbreakable. Also, that has the companion journal for you to do the deep internal work, right? So you can develop personally. I am also the creator of the multi-million dollar private practice framework, the framework that I use to grow and scale my own private practice. And I am so excited to be here. It is Friday. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It is amazing that it is Friday, right? A lot of us are looking forward to the Fridays. So here is the thing. Today, I want to talk about 3 steps that you need to take in order for you to take control over your hiring process, right? And the truth is that in order for us to grow our private practice, we need to hire more people. We need to build an unbreakable team. And today I want to talk about these 3 steps that you can take to really take control over your hiring process. So the process can be seamless and it can be a process that allows you to onboard more therapists or mental health practitioners in your private practice without you feeling overwhelmed or burnt out. And one of the things that we first always want to look at when we are talking about growth and scalability in our business is about the mindset that we have. Remember that mindset is everything. It's about 90 to 99% of the work that has to be done in business. The rest, 1 to 10%, is all business strategy and skills. Those are things that are easy to learn, right? The most important part here is for us to have the right mindset, the mindset of a business owner, of a CEO who's ready to take over your hiring process. So your process is seamless and you have a hiring process that we support your employees and or your independent contractors. And I'm always going to say employees and or independent contractors because you may have employees and or independent contractors or both. And we want to make sure that we understand that there is a distinction when it comes to those two, right? We do not treat our employees as independent contractors, and we don't treat our independent contractors as employees. So the first step that you need to do in order for you to take control over your hiring process is for you to do an assessment and define the roles that you need to hire. Whether if this hiring is clinical or administrative, you have to make sure that you are assessing. You are assessing. And one of the things that I do is called the SGOT analysis. The SGOT analysis allow me to see the strength, gives me the opportunity to look at opportunities, growth opportunities, and the threats that may be causing a problem in my business, right? So you always want to assess, you always want to understand where are you in the process, what is working, what are some of the strengths, and what are some of the areas that you want to grow. So you want to know what is working right now in your hiring process. You want to know what makes you feel comfortable doing, what you do well, and make sure that you are constantly in this place of assessing, of understanding what can be the next step that I need to take in order for me to take my business to the next level. Correct? So, assessing and defining the roles of the people that you need in your private practice. So, the assessment is going to highlight what is working, what's not working, who do you need to hire, and also in that process, you need to understand what these jobs look like. describe them. What do you need from them? What are going to be some of the roles? What is it that they're going to do? Is it clinical? Is it administrative? What is going to be the role in your mental health practice, right? So, two things that I want you to do, two action steps that I want you to take. One, I want you to do an SGOT analysis. Identify the strength of your business or hiring process. Two, identify the growth opportunities. And three, understand what are some of the threats that can make you susceptible to not having a system and support in place. What is it that you need to grow? What is it that you are looking for to implement to help your hiring process to be smooth and to be a process that supports you and support the people that are going to be working with you and for you? So action step number one, conduct a SGOT analysis, right? A strength, growth areas, opportunities, and what are the threats, right? And then number two, in these action steps, I want you to look at creating the job descriptions and the roles and the definitions of those roles of the people that you need to hire. Those are the two things you want to do. And one of the things that can help you is consulting with your existing team and see what their input is in regards to your onboarding process and see how they feel or they felt when you onboarded them into your private practice. How smooth or how difficult was the process for them? Okay. And step number two is you need to have a multifaceted candidate evaluation. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to make sure that you are hiring the best people for your private practice. And for me, what I do is I stay away from asking questions that everybody else will ask them. I want to know more about them. What do they value? What is the purpose? Why they got into becoming a private practice, a mental health practitioners, and what kind of work do they like to do? What makes them feel happy and empowered in the work that they do with clients day in and day out? And then you are want to create a multifaceted process. For example, what I do is first I do a phone interview. And the reason why I do hello, Facebook user who is saying hello, I can't see your name because StreamYard doesn't let me see names unless that you let me know that you are on. So in this multifaceted process, I do a phone interview first because I want to hear about the person. I want to know more about them, and I want to ask crucial questions, right, that are going to take them to the next level of interviewing or not, right? I don't want to go to a Zoom interview not knowing if this person at least qualifies for the first step, right? Which is, are their values in alignment with the value of our practice? Do they serve similar or the same clientele that we serve? If this person goals and visions are in alignment with what we're trying to do and the way we want to serve our clientele, our clients, our community is important. They're important. So we want to make sure that we are serving them at the highest level as possible. The next thing is I want you to use evaluation metrics for every step of the way. For example, I use very specific questions for every step in the hiring process. And what I'm going to do in my upcoming in-person workshop that I'm holding on October 28th, I will be giving you sample questions that you can use in every step of the interview process. And I'm going to give them to you so you can, you can adjust them to your own the way that you communicate, the way that you want to ask these questions. So you have at least a process and you have questions that you can utilize and feel comfortable with this questioning. Also consider including maybe a team member in your interview process. I have included my service coordinator in some of my interviewing in the past. So the two things you want to do, the two action steps that you want to do in order to create a multifaceted candidate evaluation process is you want to have a standardized evaluation metrics for each step or each stage of your interviewing process. And you also want to identify maybe one or two team members that may be open and want to be open to coming into the hiring room when you are interviewing people. So there we go. Step number one is you need to assess and role definition. You need to define the roles. Number two, you need a multifaceted candidate evaluation process. And inside of those two processes, I gave you some action steps that you can take immediately to begin implementing. Remember that this is not just about learning information. This is about the implementation of the information. The next thing is step number three is onboarding and continuous monitoring. You want to make sure that you onboard people and then you are constantly being in communication with the new person who you onboarded to make sure that they have everything that they need, that they're feeling supported, and that they are ready to continue to offer the services to the clients in the way that the clients deserve it. Correct? So your action steps here for the onboarding and continuous monitoring can be actionable. Step one is implement a 30, 60, and 90-day review process for your new hires. For me, I like to stay in communication with them. Sometimes I send them a text message to see how they're doing, if they have any questions, or an email. I want to always have an open door policy, even we are mostly online, so they feel supported. And if there's anything that comes up, whether if it's clinically or administratively, that they can come to me and ask the questions. And you can provide a level of mentorship and coaching to your employees and your independent contractors. I always tell independent contractors specifically, I'm not going to be after you to provide you mentoring and to help you. But if you reach out to me, that support is there 100%. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to treat them as an employee, because the law doesn't allow in Connecticut that we treat employees like we treat independent contractors. Independent contractors are on their own. So if they want and reach for the support and the information, I'm always here to support them. So today I went over 3 steps that you need to take in order for you to take over your hiring process. Number one, you need to assess and define the roles that you want to hire for in your private practice. And I gave you 2 steps that you need to, 2 actions that you need to take in order for you to implement immediately. The second step is to create a multifaceted candidate evaluation process. And I gave you 2 action steps that you can take immediately in order to create that. And the last step is the onboarding and continuous monitoring of your new hires. And I gave you 2 actionable steps that you should be able to implement immediately. So you are taking over of your hiring process. Now, I know that a lot of times, we hear these steps and they're good steps and we want to implement them, but sometimes we need someone to help us and hold our hands. So what I'm doing is I am hosting the Unbreakable practice in-person workshop in West Hartford. And this workshop is designed to help you learn my hold on a second. I want to give you the link over here. It is on my screen, but I also want to give it to you so you can have it. And here we are. So if you go to unbreakabletherapist.com, you will find all the information that you need for the workshop. And what is going to be included in the workshop is my team building framework, the same framework that I have used in my own private practice to build my business and to help others build and grow their own businesses. We are going to be there between 10 and 4 o'clock 10 and 11 is for you to get there on time so you can settle down, you can do some networking, and you can be ready to learn because we will start on time. You will get a workshop, you're going to get a workbook, right, with all the things that you are going to learn. You are going to get a template with job description so you can create job description. I'm going to be gifting you a template on how to monitor and assess your new hires over time. And you will be able to get a list of questions that you can utilize at every step of your hiring process. Additional to that, we're going to have a Facebook group where you can come and stay there for 30 days. And inside of that group, we're going to do an implementation session after the workshop, and you will also be able to have lunch with me where you can pick my brain in regards to life and business and how to create an unbreakable life and business, right? So it's all happening October 28th. And it's going to be from 11 to 4, but you must get there between 10 and 10:30. So you have an opportunity to settle, to feel comfortable, to network, to talk to the other business owners that are going to be there, because what we want to do is we want to set an environment that is conducive for learning and that you will be able to feel comfortable going out into your private practice and implementing this. Again, you can go to unbreakabletherapist.com/workshop, and all the details are there. You can see the link on my screen, whether if you use unbreakabletherapist.com or unbreakabletherapist.com/workbook, it's going to workshop is going to take you to the same place. You will have all the tools that you need that day to learn how to start your private practice for time and financial freedom. And I don't hold back. I don't hold back. You will get quality of information and tools and strategies that you need in order for you to win every single time in your private practice. Okay, guys, so have a wonderful, 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 amazing, great weekend. I'm going to be here again giving you more tips and promoting the in-person workshop, and I want to see you there. I want you to come with a good attitude of learning, an attitude of I am ready to implement, I'm ready to grow. 2024 is around the corner, but this year is not over. We still have so much work to do, and I want to invite you to do that with me. So listen, I'll talk to you soon. Again, Soribel Martinez here, your favorite psychotherapist, business coach, consultant, and mentor to help you take your private practice to $1 million and beyond. Protecting your time. Your time is important. So we want to protect your time while you do this work without feeling overwhelmed and burned out. I will talk to you soon. Adios. Besitos, besitos. Ciao.